Okay, so I know that I told you all we were gonna do just proofs, but I'm gonna introduce another form of proofwriting to you via my virtual tutorial. So I'm gonna introduce paragraph, and as you see, I'm a math teacher, not an English teacher. Paragraph proofs. So here's the problem. You have two parallel lines, I don't know, I'll call them L and M, cut by transversal T. And I have all 8 of these angles. So I want to prove that if two parallel lines are cut by transversal, alternate interior angles are congruent. So a paragraph proof is very different from a 2-column proof because you're literally writing it in a paragraph. And you know, that's something that we've been doing in English class and probably most of our lives, so it might be a little bit easier for you to grasp. You still have to have that game plan. You still have to have, when you make a statement, you have to put the reason in your sentence. Remember, I told you about my dad and playing chess. So anytime you make a blank statement, you need to support it with a reason. So, alright, so how do you start a paragraph proof? Well, the first thing you want to do is, this first sentence is always the same. You say, we are given that, and then right here you insert your condition. And then after that, you say, we would like to show that, and then right here, you insert what you're trying to prove. Okay? So, we're given that two parallel lines are cut by a transversal. You didn't know his math was that awesome. Look, it stops right there. Okay, anyway, we would like to show that alternate interior angles are congruent. Okay. Well, same way, I'm going to also highlight the alternate interior angles. Let's just focus on angle 3 and 5. We also know that 6 and 4 are alternate interior angles, but if we prove 3 and 5, then proving 6 and 4 goes about in a similar manner. So, well, let's think. Well, we know that, let's deal with angle 3. Well, we know that angle 3 and angle 1 are vertical angles. So we can state that angle 3 and angle 1 are congruent. And then we also know that angle 1 and 5 are corresponding angles. So the key thing in this proof is me noticing that angle 1 kind of also deals with angle 3 and angle 5. Okay? You also could have chosen angle 7 because angle 7 and 3 are corresponding and 7 and 5 are vertical. So if I go down that path, I should be able to relate 3 and 5. So let's see. Okay, so angle 1 is congruent to angle 3 because vertical angles are congruent. Okay, by the corresponding angles postulate, we see that angle 1 is congruent to angle 5. Okay? By substitution, angle 3 is congruent to angle 5. Similarly, we could show that angle 4 is congruent to angle 6. Here's some math notation for you. This means therefore, alternate interior angles are congruent. We did our proof. You can end your proof if you want to be really mathy. You can end your proof with these letters, Q, E, D. It's Latin. I don't speak Latin, but I might pronounce this wrong, but it's quad erat demonstrandum or whatever, and that means that which was to be demonstrated. It just means that you demonstrated what you were supposed to show, and that's a paragraph proof.